Whether uniting as a team or going solo against the world, these players compete in the highest level of professional gaming. They are victors of the mind game, players that possess the X factor when performing in front of thousands. Their names are remembered in the Pro Gaming Hall of Fame. These are the icons of esports. In a blood sport where legends are made and heroes emerge victorious, stories play out from arena to arena. In this 3-on-3 fight for survival inside of Blizzard Entertainment's World of Warcraft, these heart-pounding battles are the embodiment of greatness. And in their own right, the players are the epitome of digital sporting excellence.
This could be it.
Right now, we got another setup. This could just be the game here. Rather than a polymorph, might need to trinket here into.
That's it. It's almost there.
Here. He's not trinketing.
As seasons, game expansions and major patches roll by, all 13 of the game's playable classes and their respective specializations continuously shift in and out of the meta.
So we're seeing, basically.
It's up to the valiant players of the official Arena World Championship Series to find the strengths, weaknesses and synergies between these classes, timing their abilities and countering their opponents in order to achieve success. 24-year-old Danish-born arena star Oscar Wolf is one of those players. To the AWC community, he is known as the elusive Whaazz. A dedicated player since his latter debut in 2015, Whaazz assumes the role of team damage, mainly a close-range melee specialization like a rogue or a monk. Flying the flag for mixed European squad Northern Gaming Blue, Oscar's first major victory in his professional WoW arena career was at the 2016 European Regional Championship, a $100,000 event live from the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv. Alongside teammates Raikou, Minpolk and Zuniaki, the squad shook up the competition as they claimed top position in the third qualifier cup, led the main tournament's group stage and defeated rival team ABC for a spot in the live event's grand final. The clutch grand final for the regional crown would be a grudge match between the tournament's group stage leaders. The game pushed out to a tie-breaking Game 7 in the ruins of Lordaeron. Although Whaazz was subbed out for the powerful Shadow Priest Frost Mage combo, his team got the job done early and claimed the European Grand Prize. Whaazz and his teammates were the kings of AWC Europe. Playing in front of a live Blizzcon crowd for the very first time, Northern Gaming Blue fought their way to a semi-finals playoff bracket finish, beating out America's Tempo Storm, Panda Global and APAC representatives Longzhu Gaming in the process. 2016 was a great year for Whaazz. In a glorious WoW Arena event to mark the end of the game's 6th expansion, Legion, Blizzard Entertainment hosted their second LAN event on the road to BlizzCon in Katowice, Poland, offering a $100,000 prize pool to the best arena teams from North America and Europe. After an outstanding summer season, Whaazz was in attendance. Alongside Raikou, Chaz and Swapsy, the crew entered the live Polish tournament under the banner of Method Black, the European division of the popular raiding guild. With his in-depth knowledge of the outlaw rogue, Whaazz and his team dominated the event's upper bracket, qualifying to the grand final with relative ease. The grand final series itself would prove to be extremely difficult. Squaring up against fellow European arena team XRB to the Moon, Whaazz and his squad kicked off the best-of-7 grand final in a very bad way. They fell to their opponents in the Nagrand Arena and Ashamane's fall. Pairing with Swapsy on his elemental shaman, Method Black turned it all around in Game 3. In a match that took less than 3 minutes to complete, rival Shaman Looney bit the dust.
Whoever doesn't have Earth Shield, they might need to use the gateway very shortly. Swapsy moves in with tricks of the trade. They swap to Looney. No trinket. Tons of damage. Method Black come back. Final moments as he's getting bursted down.
Whazz's winning momentum poured into the Black Rook Hold Arena, resulting in Method Black's second win. Enemy healer Looney on the Mistweaver Monk was taken down by Whaazz during his adrenaline rush window, stunned to a 4-minute 20 grave. XRB to the Moon claimed another match at the Tiger's Peak, but it was this 10-minute slog in the Tolvaron Arena that tested Method Black's endurance, team communication, and class knowledge. With 31% heal dampening, Whaazz quickly became XRB's target in the final few seconds of Game 6. With Blizzo sheeped and Looney frozen in ice, the XRB side were completely disabled. Enough for Raikou and Whaazz to take down Wallerik in a heartbeat. The Dalaran sewers would be where the two European powerhouses made their final stand. The tension was high, as a ticket to Blizzcon 2018 hung in the balance. Zeepai was Method Black's target, but after Whaazz executed a speedy double stun onto Looney, followed up with a fear from Chaz, Blizzo became the victim of some serious burst damage.
Swapsy and Chaz moving in. Where's the stun? There it is. Blizzo needs to do something soon. He pre-died by the swords. They actually swapped to Blizzo. They saw the preemptive wall. Will he go down through the pre-dive by the sword? He quite possibly could. He does! Method Black have done it! They're going to BlizzCon!
Once again, Whaazz and his crew proved themselves champions inside of the virtual arena. That November, live in Anaheim, Method Black once more flexed their dominance in the upper bracket before falling short in the winners and losers finals. They achieved a third-place finish at BlizzCon, an outstanding result in the highest tier of professional World of Warcraft arena for the 2018 season. Oscar's venture into the world of professional level gaming was not without risk. In 2016, he made the tough call to leave school and commit to a career as a full-time World of Warcraft arena player. Driven by passion, Whaazz and his colleagues became more than a team. In their esports corner of the world, they became family. Fans and players of the Arena World Championship knew their names. Whaazz, Chaz, Raikou and Swapsy were tearing through 2019 as one of the most consistent World of Warcraft arena teams in the European division. In both the summer and spring series, Method Black carved their way to a grand finals finish in every single online EU Cup of 2019. Although they went down to Cloud9 at the summer finals, they had qualified once more to a glorious BlizzCon celebration and made a pretty penny along the way. Gracing the halls of the Anaheim Convention Center once more, Whaazz and his squad found themselves going toe-to-toe against the best in the business once again.
Blind. Whaazz is pushing for the kill. Does he have enough Banish? Garrote, do they have the polymorph? It doesn't look like it just yet. Even the Vivify is coming in, but it will not be enough. Method Black go through to the grand finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, Method Black's going to be able to do it.
Looney, Blizzo and Zeepai put up a fight against Method Black, flying under the banner of North America's Wildcard Gaming. Although they fell to Whaazz and his crew in the winners' finals, it would be their rematch in the BlizzCon Grand Finals, where heads started to turn. To the audience, this was World of Warcraft Arena at its finest. Whaazz remained consistent on his assassination rogue as his team felt the emotions of trading games. A victory on the BlizzCon main stage was quickly followed up with a loss game after game. That was until Wildcard Gaming and Method Black tied the scores and entered a Game 7 standoff at the end of Game 6's Tiger's Peak.
Whaazz just needs to move in and finish this. Anti-magic zone denies the kill for a few more moments, but Looney is interrupted, and Swapsy's power play is looking likely to close it out. Z-Pi is going to fall, and we are going all the way to number 7.
The final conflict for the 2019 AWC crown would play out in the ruins of Lordaeron, where Method Black's Druid, Mage, Rogue composition needed to find ways of isolating key targets. The tension was high in the relatively short game. In the dying seconds, Whaazz shrouded the enemy warrior Blizzo in a smoke bomb and stunned him with a kidney shot.
Blizzo trying to keep himself alive. He has to die by the sword. Nice cyclone by Chaz. There needs to just be a little bit more crowd control on Looney. Then Method Black will close out this game.
Battlemaster's going to fall.
Battlemaster's going to fall. Bomb drops. Kidney shot on Blizzo. Massive damage, and Method Black does it. They take down Whaazz.
Blizzo's healer was cycloned, denying him of heal support. This perfect execution of team play and cooldowns won Method Black the 2019 Arena World Championship Blizzcon title. Whaazz had his name cemented in the World of Warcraft Arena Hall of Fame. As the years go by and seasons come and go, Oscar continues to compete in the highest level of World of Warcraft Arena esports, keeping that promise he made to himself back in 2016. Following the COVID-19 pandemic, the AWC moved to an online format, but this in no way affected Whazz's ability to perform in the virtual ring. In recent times, he has achieved back-to-back AWC EU finals victories, carving his way to tournament success with his Rogue under multiple team banners. Playing alongside squad members Chanimal, Raikou and Meh, Whaazz flies the flag for Echo Esports, leading into the second Dragonflight AWC season.
With the life cocoon, and that's a big mistake there for the agents. But
Fans of the game cannot wait to see what Whaazz will bring to the upcoming league, and whether or not we will see him on stage once again at the recently announced BlizzCon 2023.
Beautiful counterspell there by Raikou, immediately snipes it onto Asgrad.
Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the amazing esport content from around the gaming globe. Only on Unbeaten Esports.